Hi, my name is Ben An. I am the director of I Am Amma. I Am Amma is a film documentary. It's telling the story Paul and Joy, who is Asian adoptive parents who adopted two Caucasian special needs children into their life. I've known Paul and Joy for 6 years, and one day there was a random white boy with them, and I was confused and realized he is a foster child, and I was even more confused. Asian people don't really adopt Caucasian kids. You see Caucasian people adopting Asian kids, but not really the other way around. I realized that it was weird for me to see because I was living a prejudice that's really common in the Asian community. I also thought that adoption was just for special people, for other people, not for me. Even when my wife brought up adoption to me, I thought, no, that's not for us. But then I became really interested in Paul and Joy's story. Something different was going on. Paul and Joy are not your typical Korean adoptive parents. They were not doing this because they didn't have their own biological children. There was no easy benefit to them for doing it, especially in adopting kids that didn't look anything like them and who had special needs. One day, I just asked to Paul and Joy, why are you guys adopting? And I remember Paul said to me, because I am adopted by God. And then I realized that they are doing this for benefits for this kid, to give them safe and good home, and this blew my mind. It didn't seem to me like there were very many Asian foster care or adoptive parents in the United States. Paul and Joy's stories made me curious. That's where I'm starting to do some research about the foster care. When I saw this number for the first time, they just blew my mind. In making this documentary, I want to break those same barriers of thinking in other people that I had for Asian American, and for anyone who think, oh, adoption, that's for other people. That's not for me. Because this movie is not just about breaking culture barrier and changing people's mind, but bottom line is that we want to inspire people to adopt, not based on what kids look like, where they are from, or the struggle that they have, but because we are all human. We are all loved by God, and He wants us to help make home for others, especially for kids who don't have one. That's why I wanted to tell this specific story of foster care and adoption, to share how Paul and Joy are letting God interrupt their plans. I hope that you will see the value of what we are trying to create, the story that we are trying to tell, and our end goal of the shifting more heart towards choosing adoption. And I hope that you will consider even investing in this film to help us to make it happen. We are trying to raise $50,000 to finish this documentary. This money will be used full cost of equipment, production, post-production, and travel expenses. This film has so far been a labor of love, but we need this fund to create high-quality product that's meaningful and enjoyable for people to watch. But we cannot do this alone. That's why we need your help. Please consider to give toward to this film and help us to complete this film. Thank you so much.